Watch The Burning Question tonight at 9 p.m.
After the launch of the 5G services by the Prime Minister at Pragati Maidan, country's three major telecom operators demonstrated use cases to show the potential of the 5G technology at the 6th IMC exhibition. Some of the various use cases showcased in the expo in front of the Prime Minister include precision drone-based farming, high-security routers and AI-based cyber threat detection platforms, automated guided vehicles, AR, VR and MR in education and skill development, smart agri program, health diagnostics and many more. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh announced 5.25 lakh rupees crore budget for the Defence Ministry on the occasion of the Defence Accounts Department Day. Rajnath Singh also announced the constitution of a committee to keep vigilance over the Defence Ministry work. He also said that India is soon going to emerge as a superpower.
आप कभी लगातार निष्ठा और लगन के साथ अपनी भूमिका का निर्वाह करते रहेंगे, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास और मैं आशा करता हूं कि विभाग के सभी सदस्य इसी प्रकार उत्साह एवं लगन के साथ अपने विभागीय कर्तव्यों का निर्वहन करेंगे और देश के रक्षा वित्तीय प्रबंधन में अपना सकारात्मक सहयोग सदैव व देते रहेंगे।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the 5G inauguration gathering at Pragati Maidan, claiming that 5G is the commencement of the infinite opportunities as the nation makes history today. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi rolls out the 5G services at Pragati Maidan in the national capital. Prime Minister also inaugurated the 6th India Mobile Congress exhibition. India will get a boost in its telecom services that will enable seamless coverage, high data rate, low latency and highly reliable communication system. The exhibition witnessed the showcase of Make in India products and services by nation's three major telecom operators. India moves ahead with the 5G service launch. It gives a huge impetus to the digital and communication sector of the nation. The service is 10 times faster than 4G and is set to even make last man delivery connection billions of Internet of Things devices, and besides high quality video streaming to delivery critical telesurgery and autonomous car services, 5G will also aid real-time monitoring of disasters, precision agriculture, minimizing humans' activity.
Major face-off has been witnessed between the BJP and the JDS. The Tibetan Youth Congress staged a protest near the Chinese embassy.
Kozhikode Town Police breaking down the office of the PFI. This comes under the Kozhikode Town Police limits.
Karnataka cops have conducted a massive crackdown on the PFI organization. They have locked down the Mittur Freedom Community Center, which was suspected to be a PFI training camp.
The main activity center of the PFI was in Kozhikode, which is called as a Unity House in Kozhikode. Now that was completely clamped down by the NIA last evening, and also the seal has been placed in several other offices in Thiruvananthapuram, the capital city as well.
Viewers, it's turning out to be a news-packed weekend on Republic TV. I just want to quickly go across to Niranjan from our Mumbai studio, who gets us tonight's burning question. Niranjan.
Thank you for that. As India gets 5G, people are asking questions whether the Prime Minister is in 5G mode and whether the opposition is stuck in 2G. That's the burning question. Let's get started.
Burning question.
पहली बार टेलीकॉम टेक्नोलॉजी में ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड तय कर रहा है, भारत लीड कर रहा है.
It's official now, India has 5G edge. 5G services are here. From his Gujarat march, the 5G launch, the Prime Minister is in 5G mode. He's not looking back ahead of 2024. It's in direct contrast to what the opposition is seeing. The Prime Minister is in 5G mode. Is the Congress party stuck in 2Gs? They're a divided house today. Opposition criticizes even 5G. Believe it or not, from vaccines to the emblem to 5G, they found something negative about even this technology. Shock and horror over the rape spree in Rajasthan. Several cases coming to light. BJP claiming that the Gehlot government is busy in politics, setting its house in order while ignoring crimes. Dismantling of the PFI continues across India. More offices sealed, more locations completely shut down. Thank you for joining us here on The Burning Question. As we come towards the end of the week, what's happened vis-a-vis politics? The Prime Minister has gone from one state to the other, from one campaign to the other. He's been in Gujarat. He set the stage for the elections. He's launched 5G. The optics is looking good for the Prime Minister ahead of 2024. From the reception he got over the weekend, last few days, to the messaging with the 5G launch and the support he's getting, to the comparison between the BJP and the opposition's optics is something which is in direct contrast. So some people asking if the Prime Minister is in 5G mode, is the opposition stuck in 2G? Different opposition parties facing different challenges. Here are the questions ahead of them.
5G को लेकर भारत के प्रयासों का एक और संदेश है, नया भारत.
With the New India message, Prime Minister Modi launched 5G mobile services. Prime Minister's vision is clear, an aim to make India a tech hub by ushering in the 5G era.
आज देश की ओर से, देश की टेलीकॉम इंडस्ट्री की ओर से 130 करोड़ भारतवासियों को 5G के तौर पर एक शानदार उपहार मिल रहा है.
The entire nation celebrated the tech milestone, one that promises a major digital leap. But it seems the opposition is stuck in complete negativity mode. Akhilesh Yadav spelt out 5G as Garibi, Gotala, Ghapla, Ghalmil and Gorakhdanda.
कि 5G लॉन्च हो रहा है, लेकिन देश के कई इलाकों में 4G तो छोड़िए 3G भी समुचित ढंग से कार्य नहीं कर रहा. तो ये जो डिजिटल असमानता का भी एक प्रश्न है.
Meanwhile, Congress resorted to credit snatching. They credited Rajiv Gandhi for digital revolution in India. So while Modi is marching towards 2024 in mission mode, opposition is still scurrying for issues. Is the opposition on the back foot to get a head start? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Joining us on The Burning Question this evening, Sardar RP Singh, National Spokesperson of BJP, Sandeep Ghosh, author, political commentator, Manish Bariyar, political analyst, Karan Verma is an author and political analyst joining us live from Lucknow, Priyanka Kakkar, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Ravula Sridhar Reddy, leader of the TRS, joining us live from Hyderabad, Tausif Ahmed Khan, advocate, political analyst, Dr. Subhansi Raman, political analyst, joining us live from Chennai. Let me start with you, Sandeep. is the Prime Minister, because a lot of people, kept asking on social media, is the Prime Minister in 5G mode? Is the opposition still stuck in 2G? I mean, it's a metaphorical question, but that's the optics tonight.
See, Niranjan, I think it's the opposition's job to be questioning the government, even criticizing the government. But they should do so by raising the bar rather than lowering the bar. My problem with the opposition is, instead of raising the bar, challenging the government to do better, do things faster, they tend to bring the bar down. And then they talk about, like you were hearing, Akhilesh Yadav or our JDU representative talking on your channel. They seem to be trying to take the country backward. And that's where they make a major fallacy. As we saw in the case of the vaccines, they try to do the same thing. But ultimately, when the delivery happens, people appreciate that, recognize that, and people move ahead. Because people are no longer content to remain stuck in the past. People are seeing, thanks to, media, social media, your digital media, everything, that what's happening around the world. And they take a lot of pride in going forward. Like, I know people, when you see in digital media, announcements of which countries do not accept UPI payments, then people say, what the hell? In India, we are traveling now to other countries in Europe, etc., where we have to go with credit cards because they don't accept UPI, and then they feel a sense of pride. Similarly, they're seeing what's happening, and if India is getting 5G ahead, and they will, it's not just a question of a bragging point. They will actually experience the benefits of it, like all of us have done through so many technological innovations, including, as I was just mentioning, the UPI. And that you cannot take away. The effects of the vaccine, how can you take it away from the people? So I think the opposition shoots itself on its own foot, barks up the wrong tree when they take such a retrograde, as you said, a 2G, or even Congress going all the way back to some Petroda time of DOT. I think they're living in a time warp.
I would have expected, after the comments made by Akhilesh Yadav, on vaccines, the Samajwadi Party is not here, not represented. But let me take that question to Priyanka Kakkar. Maybe she'll want to take, let her go first, and then, our Sardar RP Singh can come in. Now, the Samajwadi Party says 5G is Garibi, G for Gotala, G for Gapla, G for Galmel, which is adulteration, G for Gorak Danda, which is unethical practices. Now, the metaphor is well placed when you say 2G, and I'm not really saying 2G scam, but certainly the opposition is miles behind the Prime Minister. And going by what happened, in the vaccine, when the vaccines were launched, all the negativity around that, what happened eventually. India is a global example with the highest number of vaccines, Priyanka. And this negativity isn't working. I mean, today I would have expected opposition parties, they should have come out and appreciated the fact that India is getting 5G. 5G is here. In fact, from tonight, several districts across India will begin to get 5G. Isn't that a big thing? 10 times more the speed of 4G.
Good evening to everyone. I would think the problem essentially lies that my voice is echoing. Can we do something about it, please?
Yeah, you can just remove your earpiece to the side so that it doesn't bother you much. I'll just fix that in the meanwhile. Go ahead.
All right. So I was saying that 5G is a welcome step perhaps, but we need 100% 24/7 electricity so that the phones can be charged and 5G can be used. That remains a problem in India, and nobody can deny that. In fact, in Gujarat, I recall Prime Minister Modi making a promise of 14 hours of electricity to the farmers, and then this promise was reduced and it's 8 hours of electricity, and today they only get 6 hours of electricity. So I don't see the purpose of a 5G when you can't charge your phones. I don't see the purpose of a 5G if 6,300 schools are shut down, and I don't see the purpose of a 5G if 14 districts in Gujarat do not have a CT scan machine. I don't see the purpose of a 5G if India has to provide free ration to 80 crore people, which essentially means that they don't have their basic moolbhoot zarurat fulfilled. What will they do with the 5G? What will 80 crore Indians out of 130 crore Indians do with the 5G? So how do you want me to appreciate it? It's a welcome step perhaps. Perhaps it's a welcome step for me who has 24/7 electricity model in Delhi. But for others, I feel the pain.
I didn't know that Gujarat gets just 6 hours of electricity. Is that true, Sardar RP Singh? We'll do a fact check on that. The Aam Aadmi spokesperson says Gujarat gets only 6 hours of electricity, and as far as I know, most phones these days charge in about half an hour. Smartphones charge, you put them up for charge. They charge in about 1 hour, and then they usually last you 2 days.
Are you saying if you get 6?
No, I'm not remotely saying you should celebrate. I'm not remotely saying you should celebrate it. That was my question to Sardar RP Singh. Sardar RP Singh, is it true that you get only 6 hours of electricity? That's news. If it is, it's news.
Well, I'll appreciate.
Of course, that is what is happening to the farmers of Gujarat.
Let Sardar RP Singh speak, Priyanka. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I'll appreciate your correspondents should go on ground and then check for themselves, and then come and tell your viewers that the farmers in Gujarat are getting three-phase electricity in villages now.
Uttar Pradesh receives electricity 24/7. Are you saying that on record?
Can please Sardar RP Singh make his point? Give him 30 seconds at least, Priyanka. Let him make his point uninterrupted. Go ahead, RP Singh.
Sure.
I never thought your channel has turned out to be an anarchist channel.
Go ahead.
So there are three-phase electricity which is happening in Gujarat today. Yeah. And it is helping not only in farming, it's helping to also to industrialize the villages now. Rural industrialization is happening in Gujarat, and almost more than 95% has been covered under the three-phase electricity coverage. But that point is high. What's actually happening? Let's understand. But they have to criticize for sake of criticizing it. Madam Kakkar, पूरी दिल्ली में वाईफाई फ्री होना था. मैं झाड़ू लगाकर घूमता हूँ, कहीं वाईफाई मिल जाएगा. It's a special antenna which you gave of झाड़ू that Delhi will get Wi-Fi free.
सर सीधा खड़े होके चलिए, नहीं लगाना पड़ेगा झाड़ू, मिलेगा वाईफाई. बिजली मिल रही है 24 घंटा सर, बिजली मिल रही है 24 घंटा.
हो गया, ठीक है जी. Sorry, I never knew that these debates, you get anarchists to debate. I never interrupted. Did I interrupt her once? I could have interrupted 10 times. That's the bad habit of the man. Ma'am, दिल्ली में पीने का पानी कितने घरों को नलके से जाता है, ये बता दीजिए. गंदा जहरीला पानी जाता है लोगों का घर में. जो आपने मोहल्ला क्लिनिक खोले थे उसमें बच्चे मरते हैं दवाइयों से. जो आप दवाइयां देते हैं उसके कारण से बच्चे मर गए. आपको जानकारी है? आपके 1027 स्कूल है दिल्ली के अंदर, उसमें से 824 स्कूलों में प्रिंसिपल नहीं है, 415 स्कूलों में वाइस प्रिंसिपल नहीं है, 16,832 गेस्ट टीचर रखे हुए आपने. आपके परमानेंट 25,000 में से 16,832 गेस्ट टीचर हैं, परमानेंट टीचर नहीं है. आप किसकी बात करते हैं? दिल्ली के अंदर प्रदूषण सबसे ज्यादा है, आप किसकी बात करते हैं? दिल्ली के अंदर हर साल 1 लाख बच्चा 9वीं क्लास के बाद ड्रॉप आउट होता है स्कूल के अंदर. हर साल बच्चा 1 लाख बच्चा ड्रॉप आउट होता है स्कूल के अंदर. अरे कहाँ की बात कर रही हैं आप? अपने आप को कहाँ से कंपेयर कर रही हैं? गुजरात आज देश का सबसे उन्नति वाला प्रदेश है. इसी मोस्ट progressive state in the country today. But that's the difference between the opposition and the ruling party and then the serving party. We are moving 10 times ahead of them. Our speed is 10 times ahead of them. They are still squabbling for who is going to the face of the party, who is going to the face of the opposition, who is going to what is the agenda for people. They don't have any agenda. I just told you agenda. Yeah, they came with the promise of Aam Aadmi that their chief minister in Punjab has 43 cars. He has a calculate of 43 cars. Earlier chief ministers had 33 years, added 10 more. That's the Aam Aadmi of Punjab. And so is the case of Mr. Kejriwal. He is getting a swimming pool built in at the government sector in his in the official residence. So that's how the party works.
Yeah, can I make a quick intervention here, Ranveer Singh, because I found some facts. Speaking about Gujarat power cuts, I found some very interesting facts. I'd like to fact check Priyanka and ask her a question. Very interesting stat that I've just received. Priyanka. This is from the Punjab State Power Corporation Limited. Its head office being PSEB head office, the mall, Patiala 147001. Public notice. Power shutdown due to maintenance fault of distribution system October 1st, 2022 to October 31st, 2022. Hold your breath. Town, Ludhiana, 8:45 a.m. to 10 a.m. Nangal, 9:15 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Barnala, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Ludhiana, 9:45 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. Hoshiarpur, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mahilpur, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I don't think you should, every state has its own challenges. But for you to sort of...
You will let me rebut.
Yeah.
You will let me rebut, please.
No, because you spoke about electricity. I just found a fact at hand and I wanted to bring it to your notice. Yes, please.
Let me. Of course. I would request you to please pick up the stats of Gujarat. We were talking about 5G. I am telling you why 5G is not something which takes India forward in that sense. And you are also quoting from Punjab and saying there's an electricity problem there. We've only just taken over... it's not even been 6 months. We've already delivered our promise, 300 units of electricity, and we were able to do it because the government purchases electricity at 9 paisa and then gives it to its citizens for 9 rupees after all the taxes. So we are working on that. It's in Delhi also when we took over, it took us some time. We had to, completely overhaul the infrastructure, and I'm glad you're bringing out that there are electricity problems, which goes to prove my point.
You will cut down on the subsidy.
Mr. RP Singh, you called me an anarchist when I interrupted. Mr. RP Singh, let me also please rebut to his points. You will let me give me time.
Okay, give him 30 seconds. RP Singh, give her 30 seconds and I want to bring in the other panelists in. 30 seconds. RP, give her 30 seconds more. I want to bring the other panelists in.
You will have to mute him. You muted me.
I didn't mute you, ma'am. Ma'am, I haven't muted you. I just want to make sure that, no, we haven't muted you at all. I've been able to hear you throughout the debate. I'll give you 30 seconds to respond. Please go ahead.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I just want to say that when he quoted the data of schools, it is absolutely incorrect. He is very well aware that in Delhi, there's a distinction between the MCD run schools and the Delhi government schools and the primary education.
Give us 10 seconds more.
Sir, listen to me. Sir, please. Sir, listen to me. Let me speak. Don't get hyper. I know truth is inconvenient.
Okay, RP Singh. Okay, let's not speak over each other. Can we not speak over each other?
Newspaper of city.
Okay, we're getting to micro now. Come on, we're getting to micro. There's one point that I wanted to make. We're getting stuck. Getting stuck on one point. Getting stuck in one point. Okay, I made a point. RP Singh, I made a point about...
RP Singh, you are not even coherent. You're making no sense. Let me speak.
Priyanka, see, I made a rebuttal based on a point that you made on electricity. RP, 1 minute. RP, hi, this is Niranjan here. I'm the anchor. RP, hi, this is Niranjan here. I'm the anchor. I'm not a participant. I just wanted to tell you that I brought in a fact about Punjab electricity cut because she made a point about Gujarat electricity cut. And she admitted that every state will have issues, and she claims her party has just taken over Punjab 5-6 months ago. We're getting too micro. This is not about Punjab. Can I move on and get other panelists in, please? Okay. Let me get in Karan Verma and Suman C. Raman now, right? Now, this was about the optics and the run-up to 2024, right?
Right.
And it appears that the BJP is much better prepared, Suman. I'll give you the chance to rebut now, and then Karan can come in.
Yeah.
The opposition with 18 to 19 months to go is nowhere close, Suman.
The result of an election. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. Yeah. I
can. Okay. So anybody who attempts to predict the result of an election 18 months or more before the elections are held is being particularly foolhardy. You gave the example of 5G and 2G. 5G is a new technology. It can crash, it can stall. 2G or 3G are
It's a
stable
metaphor. Come on,
technologies.
yes,
They are extremely unlikely to crash, or they are likely to be more stable. So we don't know. So I think that we are, trying to get ahead of ourselves. What is going to be the opposition's game plan? Will there be a common candidate against the BJP in at least 350 to 400 constituencies? None of this is known. So without knowing all this, to sort of say that the BJP is in the driving seat, yes, as of now it is. But 18 months, 18 weeks is a long time, 18 days is a long time in politics. So I think that, jumping to conclusions is not a great idea. The Aam Aadmi Party is emerging. What happens in Gujarat can have an impact on other states. What happens in Himachal Pradesh can have, what happens in Karnataka can have. So all these election results, and then you have Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, before we go into the general election, so Chhattisgarh and so on. So you have to keep in mind that there is so much. This story is just starting. Instead, we are already saying that we have declared BJP the winner for 2024.
No, Suman, nobody has done that,
please. That we should go for 2029 to see what will happen.
No, Suman, no. What was my question? My question was...
Can I answer that now?
It's a figure, it's a metaphor, please. It's a metaphor, right? It's a metaphor. Today, everyone's talking about 5G, but, you had the same old people...
5G is an untested technology. It could stall. It could stall, it could crash. 3G is very stable. 4G is quite stable.
Okay, Karan is coming in and Tausif wants to respond. Okay, Karan first.
Niranjan, the Prime Minister quite literally is in the 5G mode. If we talk about the last 5 days, the last 120 hours, our Prime Minister has been to Japan, been there in a function, come back, has done 2 road shows, launched the national games in Ahmedabad, and today rolled out the 5G here. So it is unbelievable the manic pace at which he has outworked everyone, whether it be the opposition or it be anyone. And let me tell you this, Niranjan, BJP got 31% vote in 2014, which went up to 38% if I talk only about the BJP. It was a pro-incumbency vote at that time when Ram Mandir was still hanging in the balance and Article 370 had yet not been removed and Triple Talaq had not been removed. Today, BJP has fulfilled much of its promises and its dark days, because trust me, they were challenged. There were multiple COVID waves, there were tough times. Today, they are well past that. With 200 crore vaccinations and economy that is now completely opened up and booming, and the numbers are supporting our country.
Economy is booming.
Everyone from IMF to World Bank is saying that at a
economy is booming.
Now.
Niranjan,
it is growing.
Niranjan, which world is this gentleman living in, please?
14% in the last month.
Please find out, no? Please find out.
Compared to
now you can debate with him.
It is growing now. When I say booming, I mean it's growing up. I talk relatively speaking.
TRS wants to rebut you, Karan.
The
TRS spokesperson wants to rebut you.
There is a very strong sentiment in his favor, and the opposition is in shambles. Opposition has no
let me get in the TRS spokesperson here. Just a TRS spokesperson, Mr. Reddy, and I'll get Manish to respond. By the way, Mr. Reddy, two very, very significant stories came in from our correspondent in Hyderabad today. One is on your government declaring that they got some award from the centre, which it wasn't the case. Did you hear about that?
Okay.
Are parties in a hurry to sort of show their, medals prematurely, and they're being, today was a fact check. The centre actually put out a fact check, Mr. Reddy. They said there is no such thing. There is no award for Mission Bhagiratha. Your ministers and leaders are going, holding news conferences on that. What's going on?
No, it's not Mission Bhagiratha. Actually, we are the only big state in the country who is supplying 24 hours water, potable drinking water to all the habitations in the state. No other state in the country is doing that. That was the case, and they would have said, and the program name, the flagship project of our state, is Mission Bhagiratha. So they have named it. And isn't it the fact that in the recent Swachh Sarvekshan or Swachh Bharat or Samsad Adarsh Gramin Yojana, we have got huge awards, many number of awards from the central government. Actually, that was said. Now the BJP supporter is saying that the votes, the percentage of votes have gone up from 31 to 38%. Let me also tell you, till 2018, you were having chief ministers in 21 states. and actually ruling 75% of the total population. Now you have gone down to 12 chief minister, including NDA. It is only 16 chief ministers, and it has gone down to 49% of the population. Are you not on the back foot? Now, Niranjan, I want to say one thing.
Yes.
You said opposition is stuck. You said opposition is stuck. No, Modi ji is stuck at sloganeering. They are, good at giving hollow promises and not doing anything, and good at, loud publicity. Now you talk about 5G, fine, appreciated, but the country's inflation rate is 7G, and unemployment rate is further worse. So what kind of, going ahead, doing great, and making noises on front foot, this rhetoric we have listened, and countries tired of this. Do something really, really, tangible, which is, in the favor of the common man. You are just favoring your big friends, your Gujarati friends and Nabani Adani friends. Nothing to the common man.
Gujarati friends.
5 crore households for the poor, 10 crore gas connections for the poor. Is that not for the common man?
I just want to take him on that. Karan.
Then I also want to tell you, there was a discussion about the electricity, and Gujarat, when they are declaring power holidays, Telangana is the only state which is supplying 24 hours uninterrupted power supply to all the sectors, whether it is domestic or the industries. Not even a single industry is closed because of the power issues in our state in the last 8 years. That is what the achievement. That is the Telangana model. Now the Prime Minister's home turf, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. Are you bargaining or what? Are you not in a position? Our installed capacity of power has gone up from 7,700 megawatts to 17,700 megawatts. At the same time, Modi's announced one project by NTPC was not completed by Modi government in the last 8 years. They did not even done half of it in Telangana. That's your performance. Now, who is ahead of them? So making hollow, big promises, not doing anything, just doing loud publicity is not going to help the poor, help the common man.
No, 1 minute. Right? I just want to, Mr. Reddy, I just want to, counter this thing of, this Gujarati friends. Where is this coming from? Ambani's always been a very successful businessman for several decades. I mean, what is this Gujarati businessman? And today, if you're referring to today's event, there were 3 prominent businessmen who displayed their 5G technology capabilities. One was Kumar Mangalam Birla.
There is your state-owned BSNL.
1 minute. I'm talking about.
You are a great Prime Minister of this country, delivering everything.
1 minute.
Working 18 hours. My friend was saying in the last 130 hours, Modi ji went to other country, came back, did that.
Yes.
Opened national games. What happened to your state-owned BSNL? Could not you revive it? That was the best company we used to see. Where it had gone? Why could not your efficient 18 hours per day governance has not resulted into it? So we are only talking about whichever public unit you sell. You can see who is the beneficiary today.
Manish is responding to you. Manish and then Tausif.
See, there are several things I wanted to comment on. One is I'm really surprised, in fact, the way 5G is being hammered, because it has come during BJP's government or Modi's government.
I want to see how many of these parties use 5G. I want to see how many of these parties use 5G now. Everybody uses. No, someone told me. Manish, on a lighter note, you'll be interested in this. One of the political strategists actually said this, okay? They said in the 90s we would rely on TV. In the early 2000s, it slowly became digital. But they say today, as things stand, the entire campaigning is mostly done on WhatsApp. And most of the political parties will know. So the beneficiaries actually will be the political parties.
And the entire country.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Advanced technology, and I don't think it is about one party or the other. It's just that the nation is progressing and it should be celebrated. I think that is the first point. But politically, if you see 2024, I think a lot of time people commit the mistake of kind of looking at the result of state elections and then comparing it to the national elections. See, Aam Aadmi Party drew 0 in, they won Delhi, but they drew 0 when it comes to parliamentary elections. And so in Odisha, you see that there are 2 elections happened simultaneously, the assembly elections and national elections. And the electorate is so intelligent that they gave mandate to BJD in state elections because they found a leader, local leader who has a stature. and BJP swept the state. Now, I see something very similar happening. I feel that Modi ji, along with BJP, is a double whammy. And wherever there is a very strong leadership of BJP locally, in national elections, they sweep those elections. Even in state, if you have a strong BJP leader, they do well. And wherever you do not have a very strong BJP leader and opposition is strong, then you see competition out there. So, looking at state elections, like, states like TRS or even Aam Aadmi Party, the entire narrative they put is very micro. It is very state-oriented. They do not talk about nation and they do not talk about how the nation is progressing. The vision for the country is absent. You are basically discussing more about electricity. I have due respect for all these things. But then, this is not about country. Country is much larger than... You talk about defense policy. You talk about external affairs policy, you talk about defense policy, you talk about economic policy. Are you saying that discussing so much of micro about economic policy is actually the economic policy? It is not.
We act micro.
You can't be so micro and then talk about TRS taking a lead as far as the nation is concerned. What is your vision for the country? Please give that.
We can.
On international affairs. What is your vision on so many trade blocks which are happening?
Definitely when it comes to...
You have a leader who has that kind of a stature. I think all these talks about national elections and opposition being ready for 2024 election is all, hogwash. It's not happening. And I've told earlier also that maximum what can happen is that you can have different states doing well individually because of local factors. I have a doubt whether national elections that's going to happen.
And there's so many national leaders today, Manish. Manish, there's so many national leaders. I want to tell my friend, Ravula, who was here. Ravula, I'll tell you something that's going to happen that many people have not reported. I'll tell you what's going to happen in Telangana also, which involves your leader KCR. Okay, just hear me. Yeah, Sumant, I'm coming to you. Let me just...
No. I think there's a factual error. He
okay, you can counter him.
Lok Sabha polls in Orissa. That is wrong. BJD won 12. BJP did better than than they did in the assembly election. BJD won 12. Sir. BJP won 8. I don't see that as a sweep. I mean, I don't know.
Bengal also.
I don't know what election he's talking about.
BJP did pretty well in Bengal.
Sumant on the right. Sumant.
They won 17 seats. So you see that there are a lot of places where BJP may not have done well in state elections, but they have extremely done really well in national elections.
Sumant.
So the electorate is voting very differently.
More efficient. Why could not you supply 24 hours?
Why is Would at 80? If we are doing
Manish, आपको बताना चाह रहा हूँ. You are saying that leaders at state level cannot speak of national strategies, cannot speak on the...
I'm not saying that they cannot speak of.
That's the point I was coming to, Manish. Manish, that's the point I was coming to. Why do you think he's saying, Mr. Ravula is saying, you think our leaders can't speak national level? I'll tell you why. This is breaking news. You can please take it from me and you will say... Wait, let me give the breaking news. No, 1 minute. And you will, when you hear it, you heard it first on Republic TV. Let me tell you, okay? And this is a scoop from our reporter in Hyderabad. KCR is going to perhaps, in all probability, launch a national party next week. Okay? The TRS has said that at the national level, there is a need for an alternative. KCR will make that announcement next week. It could be on the 5th of October. Congress has also attacked the KCR. Okay? So, in the debate right now, you saw KCR and the Aam Aadmi Party trying to fight. KCR wants to be a national leader. Kejriwal wants to be a national leader. Congress is already attacking KCR. Right?
But is it not funny, Niranjan?
Yeah.
Is it not funny that a regional party says that I'm going to launch a national party? You don't launch a national party. You become a national party. You have a national footprint. I've never seen a regional party, launching a national party. I find it very funny. With due respect.
But why have you not come up with a roadmap till now? If you had national ambitions, you should have come up with a roadmap.
Come at an appropriate time. Why are you so scared?
What is the roadmap?
Why Manish or everybody from the are scared? Why should not we launch a national party? Is it your only birthright to run a national party?
No, but with so many national leaders, what's the strategy? Is there a strategy? Is there a strategy? Tausif, what's the strategy? Maybe Tausif will tell us. Tausif.
Niranjan, we are going to support a strong national alternative political agenda.
But Congress is attacking you in Telangana. As Congress is attacking you in Telangana, will you embrace Rahul Gandhi in Delhi?
Let them. We will go to the public. Our agenda is not just gathering few parties. We are going to put forth a strong national agenda before the people. Let people discuss, debate. If we are good, they will give us the mandate. We will try to, unite all those who are going to fight BJP. Why do you think that it is the birthright of BJP only to run the national government? And it is funny to listen from Nitish saying that our leaders cannot speak about foreign affairs, our leaders cannot speak. We don't need prompters, Niranjan. Our leaders are fighters. Our leaders are strategists. They are full of knowledge.
Yeah, nobody is denying that. Yeah, I'm sure.
For the past 8 years, we have a Telangana model to prove irrigation, power, welfare, agriculture. You name the sector. We have a mark of our own CM in the country today. In Prime Minister own turf, you don't supply power. We supply 24 hours power. You don't supply water.
That's
even
the beauty
today.
of it, Niranjan, what I find is every state has got a model for the rest of the country to follow. Then India, if the simple law of aggregate, the individuals are totally...
Tausif, listen to him. Coming to you next. Yes, Sandeep, go ahead.
Yes, I'm saying I'm quite impressed whenever I hear every state saying, including Bihar, saying that our model is for the nation to follow, and every other state saying, so India should be a land of milk and honey today. If every state has got a fantastic model which can be taken forward. Telangana is saying, Tamil Nadu is saying, Delhi of course says, wherever it does anything, AP, everybody.
Gujarat model has proven wrong.
Therefore, every state has got a model. So we are fantastic. I'm not disputing it. No, I'm not disputing it. I'm not disputing it. I'm not disputing it. Please, why are you getting defensive? I'm not disputing you. You're being very defensive. I've heard that. I've heard that. Just like the JDU people talk about Sushashan in Bihar as the model. We have heard about that. So I'm saying that's a very good thing. So, why are you getting defensive? I'm praising you. I'm giving you compliments. That is so. So why are you taking it back? Mr. Tausif Ahmed will say that, why has Indore for 6 years got the best city, and today's news says West Bengal has not yet got on board onto Swachh Bharat also. Yeah. So these are things, if everybody's best practices get replicated, it's good for the nation. So there's no problem. And certainly you should relaunch your party from being just a parochial Telangana party, Telangana Rashtra Samiti. You should make yourself all India, whatever. So that is your birthright, as you rightly said. And if does not affect Rahul Gandhi's national march, it is to be welcomed. But at the moment, the only agenda opposition seems to be having is defeat Modi.
Yeah.
Other than that, one is not hearing articulation of any vision or policy. Yeah. Nobody is saying. So we have this contradiction when let me complete. When I have this ridiculous, very odd situation when Sumad and I live in a state where the medical systems are one of the best public health delivery system, but then we have somebody from Delhi coming and saying, no, we will teach Tamil Nadu how to deliver a public health system or education system. Okay, so we have this best practices should be combined and we should go forward. But please spell out your vision rather than saying what is the power cuts in Gujarat or what is the power cut in another territory. Say that. And if you are saying that nothing can happen in this country until people get 24 hours power, 24-hour water, then, it's a bit of a travesty. Then you should not be using telephones today. And like Aam Aadmi Party, you should not be having Wi-Fi in Delhi. That was a good decision. They didn't have power there, so they decided to go back on their original election promise of giving, Wi-Fi everywhere. So then we should take back. That's what I'm saying. We are retrograde rather than going forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sandeep, I want to bring in Tausif, but Tausif, to the point that I just two examples, because we were speaking about Bihar. Somebody spoke about the Bihar example. Two examples, and I'll toss to you. I just want to mention that two things happened in the last 1 month. Two instances of developments in Bihar with someone who's pitching himself to be a national leader like Kejriwal, like KCR, Nitish Kumar. KCR went to Patna. KCR shared the stage with Nitish Kumar. And when KCR was asked questions about national decisions, both him and Nitish Kumar seemed very uncomfortable taking those questions. I know KCR was much better off because he wanted to sit and answer those questions. Nitish Kumar was trying to stop him from answering those questions. Very awkward moment. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. You also had Prashant Kishore, who by the way was a very big supporter of Nitish Kumar until recently. He spoke to Republic TV at least twice. He gave 2 interviews. He said Nitish Kumar is the biggest Palturam. He didn't use those words, but he said he's a U-turn master because he's done this and this government is not going to last. He asked Nitish Kumar specifically about how many jobs, he talks about job creation now, how many years he's been the chief minister and how many jobs he actually created. So it's one, rhetoric is one thing, facts completely demolishes that, right? That was the Bihar example I wanted to bring in. Tausif, you want to come in? Tausif hasn't spoken. Yes, Tausif.
You see, first thing first, the PR team of Prime Minister is positioning him as someone who is running on 5G speed and opposition is running on a 2G speed. Now, this is the most disastrous metaphor one can say, because we all know that in a race, rabbit which runs faster loses and tortoise which runs slower wins because of its consistency. So same with opposition. It may not look like they're running on the high speed as Modi, but they're sure going to win the race because they are consistent. Now, Mr. Modi is bragging about launching this 5G today. Let us do some fact check. In the month of May, the report was that already 72 countries with 1947 cities had the 5G available. In India, we are getting it now. And which are the countries who got the 5G before us? Please just take a look. Argentina, Bhutan, Kenya, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Malta, Mauritius. These are the countries who are ahead of, if we are talking about a race of launching 5G, these countries are ahead of us. So this whole bragging of, oh, I won the race, which Modi is trying to do, I won the race because I'm launching 5G today. All this is going to, create a trouble for him, because truly speaking, the consistency is what matters. If you launch 5G in a few states in India, and in most part of the country, there is not even a proper network. There are places where even mobile phones do not function. If you travel by road from one metropolitan city to another metropolitan city, let us take, for example, from Delhi to Bombay, I challenge you that if it is a 1500 kilometer stretch, out of that 1500 kilometers, you will face network issues in 1000 kilometers on the road. I am challenging you this because I have seen this myself. So we must not try and brag. I mean, we cannot take this out of proportion. We know where we are. This launch of 5G was already delayed. All right, Mr. Modi had this time as being a prime minister. He wanted to take some kind of limelight, come and do this photo op and launch, do the launching program by himself, because he is ill-advised by his PR team to make statements like, oh, Modi is on 5G and opposition is on 2G. He is going to backtrack. It is going to, boomerang. Because when we do a reality check, we may say that country is progressing. Yes, our country has progressed in various sectors. But by and large, our poverty index, we have fallen. Our rupee in terms of value with US dollar has fallen. The unemployment has increased. The prices of commodities have gone up. The people at large, the common men, have suffered and they continue to suffer.
Okay, are you done now?
If we cannot run away from the reality. It is good that, we are progressing so far, we are kind of catching up with the first world countries in technologies. All right. But let's not take this out of proportion.
Do you know when 2G was introduced? Do you know which year 2G was introduced?
It's even disastrous to talk about 2G.
No, wait. No, because you said some. No, 1 minute. Because you said. No, not at all. I did some fact check. While you were speaking, right? You know which year 2G was introduced globally?
It does not matter because
why doesn't it matter? Why doesn't it matter? No, it matters. It matters, my friend. It matters. It matters.
Launching of 2G.
No,
like Mr. Narendra Modi is doing.
What? Sorry, what?
Mr. Manmohan Singh was the
again.
most
I didn't hear that. Which year?
When it came to media.
Tausif, which year?
He never liked
Tausif,
camera.
which year?
Mr. Manmohan Singh was a camera-shy person.
Tausif,
Unlike
which
Mr.
year?
Modi, who likes to see himself
Tausif, which year? Come on, just take it easy.
Every now and then, this guy wants to be on the TV.
It's a Saturday night. It's a Saturday night. Just take it easy. Having a light-hearted debate. It's okay. It's not a serious debate. It's a light-hearted debate.
There are a couple of things
No, fact check. I'll come to you.
See, the fact is that the rabbit loses the race and the tortoise wins the race. Even though the tortoise is slower than rabbit, in the end,
I asked you a question. When was 2G introduced in India? 2G technology. When was 2G introduced? When was 2G auctioned?
Even if opposition is on 2G now, because they are consistent, they will win the race, just like tortoise win the race.
I want to answer. Let me answer that. Well, let me answer my own question. 2G was introduced globally in the year 1991. 1991. Okay. When did India auction 2G spectrum? You want me to go into history? I won't. There's no time for that. But Sandeep wants to come in, and I saw Manish raising it out. Yes, Sandeep, quick rebut.
I wanted to say this, this comparison of Mauritius and India on 5G is like Israel doing 100% vaccination compared to India doing 200 pro vaccination. It's a different world. And when you talk of inflation, does Tausif know what is the inflation today in Sri Lanka, which is to be hailed as the great development model in South Asia? It's 67%. Okay, so let us be realistic. Today, as Mr. Jaishankar said, sometimes we distribute more gas than the entire Germany in a month. We light up as many kitchens as the whole Germany does in a year. So there is a difference in scale. Let people understand it. Otherwise, we will remain tortoises. In the hope of, like one of Tausif's friend had said in 2019 also, he had written a book also, how Modi will be defeated. They will continue to write such books. It won't happen unless they make their vision wider and start talking sense rather than, remain stuck in time.
Okay, so thank you for this debate. I'd like to thank all our panelists this evening. Okay, RPC, you want to come in? I'll give you 30 seconds. I have to end the debate. I've completely run out of time. RP, you want to respond to all the panelists, most of them targeted at your party and your leader?
Well, very small. You need to have a leader and agenda. I mean, they are missing on both. They can have 10 tortoises, 30 tortoises running at one given time at whatever speed they want to run. They can run at 5 or 10G or 2G. But do they have clear policy? One. Secondly, sir, I interrupted you. Sir, let's talk about the irrigation scam in your state, sir. Let's talk about the Kaleshwaram project scam. I mean,
another day. We'll have another debate for that. Another debate on that, RP Singh. Another debate on that. 2G. Don't forget the scams associated with that. We'll talk about the scams another day. Thank you for joining us on the debate. Thank you, Sandeep, Sardar, RP Singh, Manish Bariyar, Karan Verma, Priyanka, Ravula, Tausif, and Dr. Suman Siraman. Good to talk to you. News continues on the other side. Stay tuned.
Burning question.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
India moves ahead with the 5G service launch. It gives a huge impetus to the digital and communication sector of the nation. The service is 10 times faster than 4G and is set to even make last man delivery connection billions of Internet of Things devices, and besides high quality video streaming to delivery critical telesurgery and autonomous car services, 5G will also aid real-time monitoring of disasters, precision agriculture, minimizing humans' activity. Nation witnessed the launch of 5G service. Today, the Prime Minister launched the services as a boost to the digital India. 5G is set to roll out in 5 cities today itself. The service comes as a mega push to the Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat and Amrit Kal vision. After the launch of the 5G services by the Prime Minister at Pragati Maidan, country's 3 major telecom operators demonstrated use cases to show the potential of the 5G technology at the 6th IMC exhibition. Some of the various use cases showcased in the expo in front of the Prime Minister include precision drone-based farming, high-security routers and AI-based cyber threat detection platforms, automated guided vehicles, AR, VR and MR in education and skill development, smart agri program, health diagnostics and many more. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh announced 5.25 lakh rupees crore budget for the Defence Ministry on the occasion of the Defence Accounts Department Day. Rajnath Singh also announced the constitution of a committee to keep vigilance over the Defence Ministry work. He also said that India is soon going to emerge as a superpower.
आप कभी लगातार निष्ठा और लगन के साथ अपनी भूमिका का निर्वाह करते रहेंगे, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास और मैं आशा करता हूं कि विभाग के सभी सदस्य इसी प्रकार उत्साह एवं लगन के साथ अपने विभागीय कर्तव्यों का निर्वहन करेंगे और देश के रक्षा वित्तीय प्रबंधन में अपना सकारात्मक सहयोग सदैव व देते रहेंगे.
India withholds Pakistan government's Twitter account, marking it the second such incident in recent months. The account was withheld earlier in July but reactivated later on. According to the Twitter guidelines, the microblogging site can take such action in response to the...
हमने 4 पिलर्स पर और 4 दिशाओं में एक साथ फोकस किया. पहला, डिवाइस की कीमत. दूसरा, डिजिटल कनेक्टिविटी. तीसरा, डेटा की कीमत. चौथा, और जो सबसे जरूरी है, डिजिटल फर्स्ट की सोच.
Burning question.
The death angle stands confirmed by the sources in the Jammu and Kashmir police.
There was a clash between 2 student groups at Jamia Millia Islamia University. One person was also shot at.
The encounter in Baramulla, one terrorist has been neutralized by J&K police along with the Indian Army.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the 5G inauguration gathering at Pragati Maidan, claiming that 5G is the commencement of the infinite opportunities as the nation makes history today. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi rolls out the 5G services at Pragati Maidan in the national capital. Prime Minister also inaugurated the 6th India Mobile Congress exhibition. India will get a boost in its telecom services that will enable seamless coverage, high data rate, low latency and highly reliable communication system. The exhibition witnessed the showcase of Make in India products and services by nation's 3 major telecom operators. India moves ahead with the 5G service launch. It gives a huge impetus to the digital and communication sector of the nation. The service is 10 times faster than 4G and is set to even make last man delivery connection billions of Internet of Things devices, and besides high quality video streaming to delivery critical telesurgery and autonomous car services, 5G will also aid real-time monitoring of disasters, precision agriculture, minimizing humans' activity. Nation witnessed the launch of 5G service. Today, the Prime Minister launched the services as a boost to the digital India. 5G is set to roll out in 5 cities today itself. The service comes as a mega push to the Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat and Amrit Kal vision. India moves ahead with the 5G service launch. It gives a huge impetus to the digital and communication sector of the nation. The service is 10 times faster than 4G and is set to even make last man delivery connection billions of Internet of Things devices, and besides high quality video streaming to delivery critical telesurgery and autonomous car services, 5G will also aid real-time monitoring of disasters, precision agriculture, minimizing humans' activity. Nation witnessed the launch of 5G service. Today, the Prime Minister launched the services as a boost to the digital India. 5G is set to roll out in 5 cities today itself. The service comes as a mega push to the Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat and Amrit Kal vision. India withholds Pakistan government's Twitter account, marking it the second such incident in recent months. The account was withheld earlier in July but reactivated later on. According to the Twitter guidelines, the microblogging site can take such action in response to the valid legal demands such as court order. As of now, the Twitter feed of Pakistan government is not visible to Indian users.
The terror angle stands confirmed by the sources in the Jammu and Kashmir police.
There was a clash between two student groups at Jamia Millia Islamia University. One person was also shot at.
The encounter in Baramulla, one terrorist has been neutralized by J&K police along with the Indian Army.
India moves ahead with the 5G service launch. It gives a huge impetus to the digital and communication sector of the nation. The service is 10 times faster than 4G and is set to even make last man delivery connection billions of Internet of Things devices, and besides high quality video streaming to delivery critical telesurgery and autonomous car services, 5G will also aid real-time monitoring of disasters, precision agriculture, minimizing humans' activity. Nation witnessed the launch of 5G service. Today, the Prime Minister launched the services as a boost to the digital India. 5G is set to roll out in 5 cities today itself. The service comes as a mega push to the Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat and Amrit Kal vision. After the launch of the 5G services by the Prime Minister at Pragati Maidan, country's 3 major telecom operators demonstrated use cases to show the potential of the 5G technology at the 6th IMC exhibition. Some of the various use cases showcased in the expo in front of the Prime Minister include precision drone-based farming, high-security routers and AI-based cyber threat detection platforms, automated guided vehicles, AR, VR and MR in education and skill development, smart agri program, health diagnostics and many more. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh announced 5.25 lakh rupees crore budget for the Defence Ministry on the occasion of the Defence Accounts Department Day. Rajnath Singh also announced the constitution of a committee to keep vigilance over the Defence Ministry work. He also said that India is soon going to emerge as a superpower.
आप कभी लगातार निष्ठा और लगन के साथ अपनी भूमिका का निर्वाह करते रहेंगे, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है। और मैं आशा करता हूं कि विभाग के सभी सदस्य इसी प्रकार उत्साह एवं लगन के साथ अपने विभागीय कर्तव्यों का निर्वहन करेंगे और देश के रक्षा वित्तीय प्रबंधन में अपना सकारात्मक सहयोग सदैव व देते रहेंगे।
India. Viewers, you're watching Republic TV. I'm Shivangi Shukla. A lot's lined up for you in this bulletin, but first, the headlines we're tracking right now.
5G के साथ भारत पहली बार टेलीकॉम टेक्नोलॉजी में ग्लोबल स्टैंडर्ड तय कर रहा है। भारत लीड कर रहा है।
PM Modi launches 5G mobile services, calls it a dawn of new era. Akhilesh trivializes 5G launch. Congress tries to snatch credit on tech revolution. Massive anger over rape and blackmail of 17-year-old in Rajasthan's Bhiwadi. BJP asks if Priyanka Vadra will stage dharna over crimes in Congress-ruled states. From Kerala to Karnataka, PFI infrastructure completely dismantled by agencies. And BJP and JDS workers clash in HD Kumaraswamy's home turf. PM Modi inaugurated the 6th India Mobile Congress at Pragati Maidan in Delhi and launched the 5G services. The 5G services will be rolled out in a phased manner. The 13 cities where 5G networks will be launched first include Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Chandigarh, Chennai, Delhi, Gandhinagar, Gurugram, Hyderabad, Jamnagar, Kolkata, Lucknow, Mumbai and Pune. Here is a full report.
It is an historic day for the entire nation as Prime Minister Narendra Modi